Hello and welcome to Miami, Florida. I'm Dave Stevens, here with my partner in crime, Mike Steele.
Dave, as we both walked up to the booth, it's palatable in the air. Not just the players and the coaches, but also the fans, the trainers. Heck, the concessions guy gave me extra nachos. Everyone's amped for this game.
Yes, sir. This isn't the first time we've seen this rodeo, Mike. I think that both of these teams have something to prove today. The Warriors will begin the drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield. Good enough for a first down. Drops back into the pocket, scanning the field. Second down. Dropping back. Muscles a pass along the sideline. The receiver can't bring it in.
With this type of third and long, look for them to switch into cover two where corners will jam the receivers at the line, knowing they've got safety help over the top.
He punts it away. And the punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. He makes the pitch. Brought down. Second down. Witt looking to pass. Makes the throw past the first down marker. He can't bring it in. He drops back. Looking downfield. And he can't reel it in.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
The punt's away. Fielded at the 36. Tackled after a return of 20. He drops back. Uncorks this one. And that's enough for a first down.
Now, some fans may think he's really forced the pass in, but honestly, Dave, that's just chemistry and timing. He trusts his guy. I'd be surprised to see a quick pass coming up here on third and short. A lot of offenses are utilizing them since they're so difficult for defenses to cover.
The kick is made. It's good. They convert from 41 yards out. Miami takes the initial lead, 3-0.
Sometimes we overlook the field goal, but how many games do we see won by 3 or fewer points?
Tackled after a return of 25.
Let's see what the offense can do with this drive. I'm sure they'd love to go down and put an end to this lead they're facing.
Burgess makes the reception. First down. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call on the field is. Miami takes the penalty.
It's a common misconception that blockers are allowed to grab defenders as long as their hands are on the inside. That's what we saw there, but it's still a holding penalty.
Lining up with two backs. Dropping back. Throws to the sideline. And he's taken down. That'll be enough for the first down.
That ball was really slung in there, Dave. The receiver did a great job holding on to it for the catch.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down around the 15. That will bring up first down.
If they keep doing this, the kicker's going to have a much easier job today. Extra points only, perhaps.
Steps into the pocket. Throws a fastball into the end zone on the left side. And he misses his mark. Go! He muscles one to the left side of the field. That'll bring up fourth down.
They were able to make the completion, but they'll come up well short of the first down.
And he makes it from 24 yards out. The kick is off. Bugai takes the kick. Tackled after a return of 27. Walker drops back, muscles a pass along the sideline. That marks the end of the first quarter. An even matchup so far. 3-3. Still looking for a receiver. He's brought down. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs. Go! Tosses a pass out to the sideline. That gets us to second down. Walker steps back into the pocket, makes the catch.
When you throw passes with that much heat, it makes it hard for the receiver to catch, but also for the defender to pick it off.
He is sacked by number 44. That brings up second down. Walker looking to pass. Throws a heater near the sideline. That brings up third down.
When we talked to the coaches this week, they brought up that he nearly got drafted into Axis baseball. With that arm, we see exactly why.
Walker back to pass. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. He takes the ball. That brings up third down. There is a flag on the play. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. Let's see what the call on the field is. Miami chooses to decline the penalty.
Let me tell you, Dave, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds to the offense.
Walker back to pass, extending the play. Incomplete. He can't make the catch.
When it's third and long, sometimes you've got to throw it downfield, even when you know that's exactly what the defense is expecting. It just didn't work out for them at that time.
Number 5 kicks it. Christensen takes the kickoff. Makes the return up to the 43.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
The tackle is made. First down.
The offense is giving the chain gang a workout down there. Go! They were barely set before needing to move.
Second down. Quick back to pass. Still looking for a receiver. A penalty flag. He makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Miami will accept the penalty.
This guy has a huge wingspan, but you have to control those hands. Poor technique gets a lot of flags in this league. These are the types of situations you always want to stay out of because the defense can just pin their ears back and rush the passer.
The pass connects with number 12. Let's see what the call on the field is. The away team will turn down the penalty. He pitches the ball to the runner. The away team will use their first time out here. That gets us to second down. Quick back to pass. Extending the play. Intercepted by number 40. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Miami is going to go with the results of the play instead of the penalty.
The home team can make this a two-score game with a nice drive and finish here. Let's see if they can execute. As a quarterback, it's important to scan the field with your eyes to look off the defenders. That's something he needs to work on a bit.
And he can't connect. Incomplete. He can't make the catch. Pitches it out to number 24. The away team calls their second timeout. Fourth down. The away team bridges the gap a bit. 6-5. Fielded at the 27-yard line. Makes the return up to the 47-yard line.
The away team has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive.
Caught. Good enough for a first down.
A good first down for the defense is an incomplete pass or a short run, not another first down. I guess they didn't get the memo.
He steps back to pass. Burgess pulls it in. Miami uses their second timeout. Witt drops back. Makes a hard throw. He can't bring it in. The offense lines up for the field goal.
I'm watching the wideout come back and motion that it wasn't on target. You can't always blame the QB, son.
And it's good, but I'll tell you, not by much. The away team moves into the driver's seat. 8-6.
It's good to get out in front, but there's plenty of game left to play.
And he's brought down after a return of 27.
The home team has to feel good about where they are. They're down by a single score and are in control of what happens next.
That brings up second down. Steps into the pocket. He's hit hard, and he'll be sacked down at the 21. The second quarter comes to an end. The away team with the lead so far, 8-6. The kicker kicks it off. Christensen takes the kick. Makes the return up to the 44. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Emma Adams. Emma, what can you tell us?
Dave, Mike, I had a chance to speak to the coach for the Warriors. Their passing attack in the first half was described as needing significant improvement. If they want to end up on top at the end of this game, they'll need to be more consistent in the air. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate the update, Emma. The pass falls harmlessly to the ground. The punt's away. The kick is caught at the 11-yard line.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
A flag on the play. The pass connects with number 18. Let's see what the call on the field is. The away team takes the penalty.
Whenever a blocker uses their hands to hook, grab, or pull a defender like that, it's going to be a holding call.
Let's see how the penalty affects things. The away team takes the penalty.
When the ball is in the air, you can't have that kind of contact.
Still looking for a receiver.
That's not what the offense was looking to do on first down. Now they're going into second down, already in the hole.
Christensen catches the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 32.
The away team comes into this drive with a one-possession lead. I'm looking for them to try and take a chunk of time off the clock and grab another score.
He pitches the ball to the runner. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The away team accepts the penalty.
Penalties have a way of taking the air out of a team's confidence or momentum.
Knight grabs the ball out of the air. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The Warriors will accept the penalty.
When the ball is in the air, you can't have that kind of contact.
Airs one out deep, off to the right side. And that's enough for a first down. Witt steps back into the pocket. That brings up second down. fires one to the left side of the end zone. He can't bring it in. Quarterback to pass. He rockets a pass out to the sideline. The receiver can't bring it in.
Sometimes you have to have that gunslinger mentality and take a shot to keep the defense on their toes. It didn't work out that time, but it will still let the D know that this QB isn't afraid to test them deep.
Harrison boots it. Bugai takes the kick. Makes the return up to the 30.
It's a one-score game, Dave. You have to feel good about your chances here if you're the offense. Let's see how they execute.
There's a flag on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Miami accepts the penalty.
Oh, looks like the early bird doesn't always get the word. That'll cost them 5 yards.
That gets us to second down. Steps into the pocket. He rockets a pass. And it's off.
Games are won and lost on third down.
Walker back to pass. Another sack for the defense. This one will push the offense back to the 29. That'll bring up fourth down.
On third down, the temptation to push the ball down the field is greater. But this quarterback did the right thing by taking what the defense gave him.
Makes the return up to the 35.
The away team has the chance to make this a two-score game with this possession.
Whip pitching it out. He makes the pitch. That gets us to third down. Quick, dropping back, looking downfield, snagged out of the air, and that's enough for a first down. Dropping back, he muscles one, and it's off. Witt back to pass, extending the play. Christensen makes the reception. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
Being able to convert first downs in the passing game makes your running game that much easier to execute.
And they can't connect. Incomplete. Go! That gets us to third down. He drops back to pass, puts his arm into this one. Deep down the field. He can't bring it in.
This is exactly why third and long is so hard to convert. It takes time for the receivers to get to the first down marker, and by then, the QB is under pressure and forced to make a difficult throw.
Harrison kicks this one away. Bugai takes the kickoff. And he's brought down after a return of 27. The third quarter comes to an end. The away team with the edge so far, 16-6. Walker back to pass. Doesn't seem to be able to find anyone open. He can't make the catch. McCormick on the carry. That will bring up third down. He tosses it to the runner. Fourth down. Hubbard on the punt. William catches the punt, and he's brought down after a return of 15.
The away team has built up a nice lead and should focus on extending this drive as long as possible to eat up that clock.
That brings up second down. Go! Muscles a pass high over the center of the field. That will bring up first down.
With that first down, the QB gets a bit more comfortable, which really helps his confidence going forward.
That will bring up first down. Missed tackle. That will bring up second down. Witt steps back into the pocket. Zings one. Makes the catch. He's brought down. That will move the chains.
That's a well-executed pass for the first down.
Drops back into the pocket, buying time. Cunningham on the reception. First down.
Giving up those yards so quickly. Even the mascot looks frustrated with the defensive.
Buying time. Throws. He makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown.
That's a nice quick pitch and catch for the touchdown.
Harrison on the kick. And it's good. The away team extends their lead, 23-6.
The away team is really moving out in front of this matchup.
Bugai takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 33.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
That will bring up first down. He steps back to pass. Penalty marker on the field. Let's see what the call on the field is. The away team takes the penalty.
Some would argue that taking a holding penalty is better than a sack.
Hurls a pass to the pass is intercepted. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. The away team will turn down the penalty.
It's going to take multiple possessions for the defense to get back into this game. I'm expecting a lot of runs on this drive to keep the clock moving. Bugai did a fantastic job of reading the quarterback's eye and jumping on that route.
And he can't reel it in. Miami uses their first timeout. That will bring up third down. Steps back into the pocket, extending the play. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call on the field is. Well, it looks like we've got an injured player on the field. Miami accepts the penalty.
Discipline goes a long way when it comes to avoiding costly penalties.
Ball on the punt. Number 23 catches the punt.
It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
Walker dropping back, scanning the field. The ball falls to the ground, incomplete.
In these longer passing situations, the receivers need to try and find a seam down the field or gap behind the coverage to sit down in and try and pick up the first down.
Walker drops back, and he goes down. Sacked down at the 14-yard line.
That's a tough break for the offense, but it's simply the nature of going for it on fourth down.
That brings up second down. Witt drops back, extending the play. He's taken down. What a game today, Mike. Now, who do you see had the most impact on the outcome?
Witt, for the away team, answered the challenge today. He's my stud of the game. Talk about a guy that loves football. It really showed on the field today.